All right, let's do another news story here. There's so many I can't keep up with them. Well, cop thinks epileptic man's walking aid is a weapon, so they attack and arrest him. His walking stick that he carved himself. This is by Matt Agris, the best journalist in my life, for sure. Shoot, what are you doing? Behind the blue curtain. So, these cops are messing with homeless people in Colorado. I guess this is something that goes on pretty regularly, according to Eric Brandt and them. Boulder, Colorado, Sammy Leon Lawrence IV was filming Boulder police harassing a group of homeless folks earlier this month and being very polite about it. Lawrence was well-spoken, nice, and even went so far as to not film the officers' faces to protect their identity. Way more courteous than I would be. The whole reason I recorded is to expose their identity and their actions and their faces. So their legacy could be them on film violating their oath they took to the Constitution. So I'd film their face first before anything else. Despite his polite demeanor, however, he was tackled and assaulted by cops and arrested for using his walking aid for his disability. So they cop-splained their way to say his walking stick that he uses for his epileptic seizures is a weapon. Because if you're holding a gumball in your hand, a cop will find a way to say that gumball can be used as a weapon. Its coating has a resin that can burn my eyes, right, cream-filled donut operator? The reason I say that about donut operator is because he defended a police chief tasing a 84-year-old grandmother that was gathering field greens to make her old man a salad, like my grandma used to all the time. They take a kitchen knife and they go out in the field and they find greens that they know are edible because their face isn't stuck in a phone all day like I am. And they would make, in Greek, it was called horta, which just basically means greens or field greens. So some stupid, ignorant Americans got off their phone long enough to call the police because a grandma was picking field greens. So several cops show up, including the police chief, and they keep telling her to put the knife down. And she's probably thinking, what are you guys talking about? I'm gathering salad greens for my old man. I believe she was a foreigner also. So since she wouldn't comply with their unlawful demands, like, why can't she have a knife? Why can't she gather greens? Where's the issue here? She wasn't stabbing anybody. She was gathering greens. Police chief ends up tasing her. And then cream-filled donut operator goes, oh, she had a knife. You could break a tendon. They could cut their wrist if they just wrestled it away from her. You could crack a fingernail trying to get a knife from an 84-year-old lady. Or you could just leave her alone and let her gather field greens for her old man. Why isn't that an option? Or, since there's four of you, one could distract her and maybe grab her arms from behind until you can figure out what language she speaks and get it interpreted so you can come to a peaceful resolution. Is this story sidetracked enough for you yet? What was this one even about? Oh yeah, this guy has a walking stick. And right away the cop turns him recording them into his walking stick is a weapon when he's using it for walking. Sammy Leon Lawrence IV was filming Boulder harassing. Nice, he went, okay. He was tackled and assaulted by cops and arrested for using his walking aid for his disability. On April 5th, Lawrence saw several officers harassing a group of homeless folks eating lunch, according to the Denver Post. Boulder officer Waylon Lolate, L-O-L-O-T-A-I, was on patrol when he saw three men lounging around a large pile of property and trash. According to the homeless group's lunch was litter. According to the officers, the homeless group's According to the officer, the people who were sitting there and their belongings in their immediate reach, they were eating lunch. He called it litter. So he cop-explained that them eating lunch there was them littering. And then they cop-explained that this guy's walking stick, because he was recording them, became a weapon all of a sudden. So they needed to be extorted. The group of homeless folks disagreed and told the police that they were only eating. I am actually blessed to have been present to witness an officer citing my friends in the last video with littering. As I watched this, I decided to do more and walk towards the situation, letting the officer know I was recording this incident. The video will clearly show that their belongings that the arresting officer considered litter were within an immediate proximity of them. He was trying to illegally cite these persons, Lawrence wrote in a Facebook post. I don't know why that was so hard for me to read. I apologize. According to Lalate's report, a man holding a large staff in his hand approached the officers. That's 2 lies in a row. He approached the people he was there to record. He didn't approach the officers. As a matter of fact, he went to the right of the officers and avoided you guys so he can get you in clear view of the camera. They just lie and lie and lie and lie. Okay, let's see. According to the man holding a large staff, this large staff is Lawrence's walking aid, and he suffers from epilepsy and oftentimes needs it, something to hold himself up during a seizure. I don't know what this guy's thinking. In the police, yeah, I'm going to put a link. I'm losing my voice. It seems like I can only do one police report at a time. Sadly enough, Lawrence's walking aid was kept from him in police custody as evidence. Ooh. A few days later, he got it back. In a statement, police officer said, asked the man recording the video to either move back or place his walking stick on the ground so that the officer could finish his contact with the 3 individuals. Dude, stop being a cop-splaining coward. The guy explained to you it was a walking stick under ADA standards. You're going to see the video here in a minute. All right, thanks for watching. I don't know why I'm saying thanks for watching, because I don't know how this is going to turn out. I'm sure my face is going to be right here now, because I figured out a new way to do blah, 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 blah. And I'm sure YouTube won't let me do it. And then I'll have to change it. And nothing can be consistent around here. All right? Here's the video. I said, here's the video.
Sir, stay over there.
What did I do?
You're too close to our investigation. Move back.
To your investigation?
Correct.
You just want to be a bully. Where'd your peanut butter at?
Hey,
I could walk.
just going that way. Just go that way.
It's over there. Nah, man, I could walk and stand wherever I choose.
Hey.
It ain't against the law.
Hey, look at me. Hear me for a second. Look at me. Catch me.
Since when is it against the law to walk up?
Catch me. G-Wagon.
Go over there. Somewhere.
Hey, go over there.
I'm just trying to be a bully, dog.
I know. That's okay. We only want one person that's going to be dealing with it, not a couple or multiple. I don't want more people dealing with it. There's only one person addressing it right now.
Yeah, step back, man.
So I'm here right now with these wonderful citizens that right now have their belongings over here. This officer who I'm keeping...
So you see, they're just sitting there eating lunch. They're not really littering or loitering or... They're homeless. Dude. They don't get taxpayer money like you. And this guy's actually being nice by not recording your face. Record their face, bro.
Down below so I can respect his privacy is now asking me to not only put my walking aid down because of the fact that I'm standing here recording this issue of him saying that these people are littering. They literally have their stuff out here eating and enjoying the day as normal citizens normally do in any sort of city in the United States. As we know, in Colorado, especially Boulder, Colorado, there are big issues with the homeless population, how they're actually treated. And it's a bit discouraging that I, as a man who was once homeless, is actually basically witnessing this. And it's very weird that this officer, who was asking me to put my walking aid down, which is pretty interesting, by the way. You see this dragon stuff. You see the little thing on the very bottom, that rubber thing. That's called a walking aid legally by ADA law.
So he's within ADA law to be carrying that, and he uses it for a disability. If I was a cop and I heard that, I would definitely watch what I was doing instead of escalating violence like these losers do.
So I am legally able to have this wonderful device to help me stop having seizures and to help me keep up when I have.
It is pretty sweet. Dragon device, dragon weapon, dragon stick, dragon.
Seizures. This officer has told me repeatedly now to put down my weapon, when in fact I've told him repeatedly, twice now, if not 3 times, that this is a walking aid and I have a right to hold this and use this to walk for my seizure disorder that I have, sir. And it's not right that you're asking me to do that. You are being very standoffish, sir. I'm just witnessing this, and this is my right to witness this. I am being very nice and
exactly what they don't want is for you to witness it.
Very productive. I'm right here just watching, sir. I am not seeing myself impeding in any way, shape, or form. If there's
I have a giant forehead, and I can't stop looking at myself when this stupid box thing is here. YouTube, why do you gotta suck?
anything you wish to do involved with this, I would gladly step back, because I'm not trying to impeach you. But what I am doing is recording this, which is my right to do, and just making sure that this is being done properly, sir. I can step back a little, but I'm not going to be doing all the way over there, because I want to gather everything that I can in this thing, because I want to be able to witness this.
That guy right there, he knows that I pick up trash all the time.
Yeah.
From everybody. And I don't leave trash.
And my personal belongings.
This is my walking aid, sir. This is my walking aid. Sir, this is my walking aid. Sir, you are harassing me. You are harassing me. You are harassing me. Get off of me. This is my walking aid. You took my walking aid off of me. Stop it. You are assaulting me. You are assaulting me. You are assaulting me.
Right there, you could tell he was choking him out because he was lacking air when he tried to say it that time. There's 2 seconds left.
You are assaulting me.
So there you go, people. They're so butthurt that he's making a record of them violating their oath and trying to steal money from the homeless people and that's class warfare. They don't want homeless people around, but if it wasn't for the taxpayers' money, what would you be doing? You're about qualified to be a fry cook at McDonald's. I don't know what else you're qualified to do. Because maybe a fighter, and most of you would have a losing record, and it would take a lot more effort than being a cop. So this is what you got, America. This is your American police force. All right, thanks for watching. John's Coin Rings on Google. Type in John's Coin Rings. I got jerky on there. I got rings on there. I'm going to put other stuff on there. Blobbity blobbity. Do I ever shut up? Crooked Pinky. See you later. Love you. Subscribe. Click the bell.